There's a man who keeps sabotaging good relationships. Every time things become stable, he withdraws, cheats, or starts unnecessary conflict. From the outside, people say he made a mistake, he chose wrong, he was self-destructive. But look deeper. His processing system was built in an environment where stability meant danger, love was inconsistent, peace was unfamiliar. So when calm arrived, his system didn't read it as safety, he read it as a threat. His decisions weren't mistakes, they were survival responses that outlived their youthfulness. Two people receive the same business opportunity. Person A panics, rushes, overcommits, and makes reckless decisions. Person B pauses, evaluates risk, asks better questions, and makes a measured move. Same information, same opportunity. What's the difference? One system was built in fear and scarcity, and the other was built in exposure and structure. People don't just fail in business because they are foolish. They fail because fear is still running their processor. Addiction isn't a decision problem. An addict doesn't just wake up and decide to destroy his or her life. The substance is actually not the root. The stored pain is. The brain learns relief through escape. The body memorizes comfort through numbness. So when stress appears, the system chooses what is already known as a solution for it. What looks like a bad decision is often an old coping mechanism asking to be healed. Put two people under pressure, one explodes and the other what stabilizes. Not because one is stronger, but because one has processed what their inner world. Pressure doesn't create character, it reveals the system already installed. Pressure doesn't create character, it reveals the system already installed. There's a person who masturbates when they are bored, stressed, or mentally idle, not out of desire, but what? Out of habit. On the surface level, people label it lack of discipline, weak willpower, a bad habit. But that's not the root. Look deeper. The processing system learned early that boredom feels uncomfortable, stillness brings restlessness or anxiety, stimulation equals relief. So the brain stored a shortcut. When discomfort appears, escape through stimulation. So over time, the brain stores. When I'm bored, it means what? I have an urge. It redirects you to having what? An urge. When you are stressed, what? It must be released. When there's silence, what? You must look for something to distract yourself. The behavior isn't chosen in the moment. It is executed what? From stored association. Why this is important? This isn't just about sex. It's about how the brain learns to cope with emptiness. The same processing shows up elsewhere. Scrolling endlessly through your phone, tab and whatever, overreacting when idle, drinking to relax, avoiding silence, procrastinating important work. Different behaviors, same system. The brain doesn't crave the action, it craves the relief it remembers. So we start to ask ourselves questions like this. Not why can't I stop this, but what? What discomfort is my system trying to escape? I need self-control. No, I need to restrain my responses to boredom. Awareness. Notice the triggers. Boredom, silence, restlessness. Awareness. Notice the triggers like boredom, silence, restlessness. Question yourself. What am I avoiding feeling right now? Replacement. Introduce a new response to boredom. Movement, breathing, writing, structured rest, intentional stillness. Practice. Repeat the new responses until boredom no longer signals danger. Healing. Some people learned early that stillness wasn't safe. That wound must be addressed, not shamed. You don't break this pattern with force, you dissolve it with understanding. Whether it's addiction, self-sabotage, bad relationships, or private habits, the rule is the same. What you call a bad decision is often an old solution that no longer what fits your life.